We're going to talk about the finer points of eating mermaids. If you find this morally objectionable, you should swipe. And I'm not even sure where this falls. Is this cannibalism? Is it pescatarianism? Is it cannibalistic pescatarianism? There's a lot of syllables. Mermaids are generally regarded as half human, half fish, but we need to decide whether or not they're warm-blooded or cold-blooded. In this diagram of Ariel, they have fallen firmly on the side of warm-blooded because of the presence of mammary glands, lungs, and what appears to be a four-chambered heart. The reproductive system has maybe thankfully been omitted because we at least don't have to cross the bridge as to whether or not you could get caviar out of Ariel. But to bring us right back around to morally questionable, she does have a liver, so if we force-fed her, we could potentially get some mermaid foie gras. An odd thing happened while I was looking for these images. A lot of mermaid anatomical diagrams fall on the side of them being mammals, like air breathers. This would mean that we could infer that they would have behaviors similar to like whales or dolphins, orcas, stuff like that. This one made me oddly happy because they included gills and a more conservative, what looks like a more conservative two-chambered heart. So depending on the flavor profile that you're looking for, when you're hunting mermaids, you're going to want the ones with gills if you're looking for that fishy nuance. On the flip side, if you want the more meaty, full-flavored version, you're going to have an air breather. However, a word of warning, because of the presence of the lungs, this is also the version that would likely be able to siren sing you to your own demise. Across the internet, dare I say universally, the best part for eating of the fish is going to be the collar and the cheeks, basically that comma area. That consensus quickly degrades once you get to the back, abdomen, and tail meat. Everybody just kind of fights over all of that, so I don't know which one is actually the best. But it seems when you're consuming mermaids, you're pretty much confined to the tail meat. Maybe a little bit of like abdominal meat. And of course, questionable caviar. If we flip this around and move away from the pescatarian side of things and go more toward the cannibal side of things, we're actually left with better cuts of meat because you're going to have access to the loin and the ribs. It seems like if you're a big fan of surf and turf, then mermaids might be the perfect mealtime opportunity for you. I mean, you're going to have to compromise a little bit because you're stuck with tail meat, but to boost it, you might get some awesome caviar, and on top, you're going to get like premium cuts. So all in all, possibly a good meal.